And right now, Russell Wilson is speaking live at Empower Field at Mile High. Let's listen in.
I got to be better. I got to play better. This team, this defense played their butts off tonight. We had some key good drives. We moved the ball, in the red zone. We just didn't get to capitalize on some of them. And there's some plays there, here and there that we can capitalize on. We were in third and long again, too much. It's always tough on offense. And everything else when you're third and 15, third and 17, this and that. And at the end of the day, throwing 2 interceptions can't happen. I let the team down tonight, but the good thing is, one thing I know about myself is I'm going to respond. I don't know any other way. I always believe in myself, always believe in this team, believe in what we can do, believe in what I can do. When you play this game, the one thing that you're going to know is you're going to go through adversity. And adversity, you have a choice, and I'm always going to choose and understand that adversity is just temporary. You're going to overcome obstacles and battles. We're all working together. We're all still together, focused on trying to do whatever it takes. And it starts with me. I'll make sure that I do that.
Russ, to your right, just kind of going back to the last play of the game.
Yep.
Is there any consideration on your part to get the first down and then go for the win?
Yeah, we had a good play call on. Went to Cortland there. Guy made a good play. We were ready. I was ready to move around if I needed to. We came up with a big 4th and 2 earlier in the drive before, the 2 drives before. So we went for it. We didn't want to end in a tie. We wanted to try to win the game. And that was our mentality. I think Coach made a good call. I think we got to find. I got to find a way to make a play, whatever it takes. And the thing about close games and this and that is it comes down to finding a way. And we found a way before, and this time we didn't. We had a really good drive in overtime. They went down and kicked the field goal, whatever. We got the ball. We drove all the way down quickly. That's how I think our offense should look. Quite often, we were able to make plays and do our thing. Guys did a good job blocking up that last drive, and they made a good play.
Russell, on the interception just before the 2-minute warning, can you just take us through? Hackett said he thought maybe you started to the other side and then came back to Tyree. Just take us through what you saw on that play that ended in the pick.
Yeah, there was guy on the left, and then we were running across the field. And just can't throw that. You got to throw it out of bounds if it's not there. He was cutting across the field, and we were a little bit off on that, and ended up in a negative play.
Russ, you said on that final drive that's how it's supposed to look. Why do you think it isn't looking like that right now?
Well, I think we've had some good drives. I think the first drive of the game, I believe it was, we moved the ball well, we were efficient, this and that. We had one negative, I think, run or something, and then it was 2nd and long, 3rd and long, and then we threw it in the back of the end zone, almost caught it. Jerry almost made a great catch. That could have been a touchdown. But I think that for us, it's having these negative plays and the backward plays or the interceptions, or anything negative, and I think that's on us. That's on us as players to start. And like I said, it starts with me, and it's not on Coach Hackett. It's not on anybody else. He's called some really good plays. We got to make the plays. I got to be able to hit it, and we got to be able to get that first down, this and that, whatever it is. And there's it's disappointing tonight. Obviously, we felt like we should have won that game, I felt like I let us down tonight, obviously. But like I said, in this locker room, we believe what we can do. There's a lot of season left. There's a lot of opportunity left. There's a lot of belief. How great the defense is doing. If we can turn around on offense, how quickly we can turn around on offense, that's the key. We just got to keep battling and keep believing.
Russell, last week you picked up Melvin. What's it mean to you tonight that the guys in the locker room, Cortland, picked you up here after this, and what does give you faith that you can get things right moving forward?
Yeah, I thought, I thought last week, talking to Mel and how he picked me up, and tonight too, I thought Cortland, all the guys, K-Jack, Justin Simmons, Chubb, a bunch of guys came up, DJ Jones. I think the thing is they know how much I care, how much I want to help us win, and we all want to do that together. And everybody on this team does, And I think that for us, this season so far, we just, hurt ourselves, making penalties or, turning the ball over, whatever it may be in key situations. And the great thing is, let me look at the good news. The good news is that when we get rid of those things, when we eliminate those things, how great can we really be? How great can we really be? And that's what I'm going to stay focused on, because there's so much good. But there's the bad is bad, and we got to be able to clean that up and make it better. And like I said, it starts with me.
Yeah, Russell, you came in here as somewhat of a hired gun, where you're expected to carry this franchise, hadn't been to the playoffs in 6 years, and you are to be the one to lift the team. Do you feel that, and is that an adjustment for you, that type of burden?
No. That's what I know. That's the job. That's the role. I think we've had some really good games and tight games. Felt like we, we were able to finish games and find ways to win before. Unfortunately, tonight we didn't. Like I've told you before, every game has a history of its own. I got to look at this. I got to look at this and see where I could get better. I was battling, obviously, the shoulder and all that, and just trying to play. And a quick week, and we should have won that game. We should have won it. It's, like I said, it's on me. But I think that the one thing that I know. The one thing I know is I've gone through tough times before. I've gone through tough times before, and gone through obstacles, gone through challenges, gone through highs, gone through lows. A lot of highs, several lows. But nobody's gonna ever get me discouraged, ever. And that's what I know. That's what I believe. That's all I've ever known. There's so much opportunity. I always look at the opportunity, not the negativity part of it all. And I'm grateful just to be out there tonight. I battle, throughout the week and stuff like that, and to be out there and to be able to play tonight. And just, unfortunately, like I said, I didn't come up with the way I know how to, tonight. Felt like we could have. And like I said, I let us down. But I know I'm a winner. I know that I'm a battler. I know that I'm going to keep going and keep believing. There's so much season left, like I said. There's so much opportunity left. And I believe in these guys every day, and I know they believe in me too. We believe in each other. And so I'm looking forward to turning it around. I'm looking forward to turning it around, because when we do, it's going to be a special story when we do. And there's no other way to think, because that's all I know. And I'm looking forward to the challenge of it all. I'm looking forward to the adversity of it all, and to the negativity of it all, and everything else, because just use that for fuel and opportunity. And when we do, it's going to be an exciting time, because there's a lot of great guys in that locker room that work their butts off every day, and just to have the opportunity to help lead them, even though I didn't get to do it tonight the right way I wanted to, and that way I know how to. I'm grateful for them battling for every moment, every play, and they kept believing to the last play. And that belief is a powerful thing, and that's what I'm going to keep believing in. Thank you, guys.
All right. That's Russell Wilson talking after the Broncos lost to the Colts in overtime. A full, pretty much hour after the game, Russell still is in full uniform, dressed in pads, his pants, everything shows you a little something. I think he's taking this one pretty hard. And it all sounds good. Yeah, let's turn it around. But this has gone from, all right, new system, everybody's learning each other, to a 9-time Pro Bowler just making horrific passes and decisions on his own. So let's go live to Empower Field at Mile High and join sports anchor Nick Rothschild and Broncos insider Troy Rank. Guys, as I said, honeymoon's kind of over here. Russ says all the right things. Sounds good. Yep, we're going to turn it around. When we do, it's going to be great. But he came off his best game last week and turned up with this game this week. So there is no turning this thing around as of now.
Does it sound great, though? And what does it mean that he's wearing his uniform an hour after the game at his press conference? Lionel, whatever that faux, positive, cliche word volcano we just listened to was, the heart of the matter came about 3 minutes before that when he said, "This one's on me." Troy, this loss rests squarely on Russell Wilson's shoulders tonight.
Yeah, listen, it's the 2 picks, the one at the end of regulation where they could have just run the ball, kicked the field goal. And I talked to some teammates in there, and they were just baffled as to why you would even put the ball in harm's way there, because what were the chances the Colts were going to go 75 yards and score a touchdown? I mean, Matt Ryan retired. He just hasn't told anyone. Why would you not want to force them to do that? It looks like to me, and I'm not going to defend Russell Wilson, but he's trying to fit into this offense, and it's not. It's uncomfortable. You've got a play caller in Hackett who's clearly hasn't gained his traction, and then Russell's starting to press. It's where you try to do too much and make plays that aren't there. The pick to Hamler wasn't there, and this pick at the end of regulation, forcing into Cleveland, it wasn't there. And on the Sutton play, KJ Hamler was wide open. That's, to me, a signal of a guy who's trying to do too much, and it just manifests in the worst possible way tonight, Nick.
Well, and we've talked endlessly about Coach Hackett's decisions, but today the decision-making wasn't the problem. It was the execution. And we spoke with Melvin Gordon in the locker room, who said they want Russ to not feel like this is all on him. There's more that the rest of the team can do. But thinking about all of that in the context of you just lost a game that you by no rights should have lost, where in the world do we go from here? How do we find a way to push through with the season? Because the season doesn't necessarily end, and the season isn't over at 2-3, but it sure as heck feels like it.
Well, because you've lost to a team in the Raiders who aren't very good. You've lost to the team in the Seahawks who aren't very good. And you just lost to a Colts team that had two of its best players missing. So at some point, you have to look in the mirror and say, we're not very good. You can't keep saying we should have won. I would phrase it, we could have won. Until they start winning games like this, we can't believe in them yet. I will give them credit. It is a close locker room. I think they will stay together. Kareem Jackson told me that. Dalton Reisner. Other players have said that. But now you have to, it's don't talk about it, be about it, Nick. We keep hearing that everything's different. The sobering truth could be they're just not very good at certain positions, and that's frightening. You don't want to believe that 5 games in, but they still have a chance. There's plenty of time, but at some point you have to start winning in division, and you have to start winning in the AFC, because that's where the tiebreakers are. Hey, I'll give you one good note. Peyton Manning, his first year, they went 2-3, and they made the playoffs. That's the last Broncos team to start 2-3 and make the playoffs. But playoffs? I don't even want to talk playoffs. I'm even thinking about winning season right now after this night.
Yeah, no kidding. Before we go really quickly, Troy, injuries. We saw Garrett Bowles get carted off the field. What do you know?
Yeah, listen, he had basically like an air cast on, ankle-type leg injury. It does not look good. I would expect him to miss time. Josie Jewell, the same thing with a knee. He could miss time. All the other guys, sounds like they're going to be okay. I talked to Justin Simmons. He should return. He's hopeful that he will play against the Chargers, Nick.
Okay, thanks, Troy. Back to you.
All right, thanks, guys. Yeah, I mean, this was the Colts. Now they face the Chargers with a great offense. The Chiefs twice down the road. They scored 9 points tonight. A lot has to get better for them to start competing in the AFC West. All right, we got a break now. 11 days until the next game in LA against the Chargers on Monday night. That game is right here on Denver 7 as well. Until then, the Broncos will be under fire from national sports media, local sports media, radio talk shows, and of course, the fans in Broncos country as well.